A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Fast by sharing your food with the hungry. Bring to your house the homeless. Clothe the one you see naked, and do not turn away from your own kin. Then will your light break forth as the dawn, and your healing come in a flash. Your righteousness will be your vanguard, the glory of the Lord your rear guard. Then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry, and he will say, I am here. If you remove from your midst the yoke, the clenched fist and the wicked word, if you share your food with the hungry and give relief to the oppressed, then your light will rise in the dark, your night will be like noon. Responsorial Psalm. The just man is a light in darkness to the upright.
The just man is a light in darkness to the upright.
Light shines through the darkness for the upright, gracious, compassionate, and righteous. It is good for the man gracious in lending, who conducts his affairs with justice.
The just man is a light in darkness to the upright.
For he shall never be shaken. The righteous shall be remembered forever. He shall not fear an ill report. His heart is steadfast, trusting the Lord.
The just man is a light in darkness to the upright.
His heart is tranquil, without fear, till at last he looks down on his foes. Lavishly he gives to the poor. His righteousness shall endure forever. His horn shall be exalted in honor.
The just man is a light in darkness to the upright.
A reading from the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. When I came to reveal to you the mystery of God's plan, I did not count on eloquence or on a show of learning. I was determined not to know anything among you but Jesus, the Messiah, and a crucified Messiah. I myself came, weak, fearful, and trembling. My words and preaching were not brilliant or clever to win listeners. It was rather a demonstration of spirit and power, so that your faith might be a matter not of human wisdom, but of God's power. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It has become useless. It can only be thrown away, and people will trample on it. You are the light of the world. A city built on a mountain cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and covers it. Instead, it is put on a lampstand, where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, your light must shine before others, so that they may see the good you do and praise your Father in heaven.
Reflection for the fifth Sunday in Ordinary Time. What does it mean to do good and avoid evil? The subtle ambiguities of this axiom are seemingly less a miscomprehension of the radical differences between good and evil than a misdirected understanding of what doing good itself precisely is. Is doing good merely the enactment of my daily routines, for as long as I do not lie, cheat, or steal? Is it in effect the freedom to do anything I wish, for as long as I will not hurt anybody? It may be sensibly inferred that conscious efforts to avoid evil will naturally result in acts meant to be and not evil, but has the good also been intended? And is doing good merely centered on what would be good for me? Is it in effect purely oriented to one's individual development or personal sanctification? It may be sensibly inferred that acts of evil usually derives its inordinate or misguided nature from what one does to another, not from what one does to oneself. Hence, doing good must similarly be set in the context of good relations between people. In this sense, the prophet correctly depicts for us the good that must be done: fast by sharing your food with the hungry, bring to your house the homeless, clothe the one you see naked, and do not turn away from your own kin, remove from your midst the yoke, the clenched fist, and the wicked word. We are clearly being exhorted to become consistently responsible for others, especially for our families, and for those being left behind, patiently striving against their unjust burdens, against hatred and violence, against slander and deceit. And the good that is done will be the healing for those who suffer, as well as the light for those who caused suffering. For all who will persevere until the end, the Spirit will be their eternal protector and defender. However, if the good that must be done, as our Lord commands, must inspire everyone to praise our Father in heaven, then servants for his kingdom of justice and peace must be constantly mindful of bearing consistently authentic witness to the healing light of the divine, without losing faith, hope and love. They are the salt of the earth and the light of the world, whose light must shine before others, but whose saltiness must not become useless. For his part, the apostle succinctly notes that a servant's saltiness can indeed easily become useless when one thinks the good that must be done primarily demands eloquence or a show of learning. Without support and succor from the source of spirit and power, human wisdom eventually falters, and we become weak, fearful and trembling, our words not brilliant. Thus, one's saltiness, one's faith, hope and love, must be founded only upon the humble revealing in our midst of the healing light of the crucified Messiah, and of his wounds for the sake of infinite mercy and compassion.